What's up? You've tuned in to the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Grainger, and this week, after a hiatus, 1 week off, we were filming a special. We're back in studio with a great panel of very talented people, very creative people, very interesting people. And this week, of course, as always, I have to have my co-host. He's the great Sean D.
What's up, y'all?
Sean D is funny in the house. Make sure you guys go check him out, of course. And then, returning to the show, you've seen him many times. He's our roast champion. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for the great OddUnique.
Yo, what up, y'all?
Thank you so much. I love peace. I like the love and peace. And then, of course, we got a special guest. This is his first time ever on this Kokomo Press Podcast. We've been talking about doing this for a while. I'm so excited. Frankie Donuts, a.k.a. Frank Dillman's in the house. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. That's what we're going to do. This is the new episode of the Kokomo Press Podcast. We're finally back, so make sure you tune in right now. Watch it right now.
Right now.
Hey.
Right now.
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
Soon.
Yeah, probably shouldn't say that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Who said that? I don't even know. It was like hard to tell who.
I don't know. Some dude named DeAndre.
Yeah. Look, I wasn't even on.
I wasn't even on, dude. No, other than that, man. Well, how you guys doing? How's your week been? It's fucking over.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a good week, man. I've just been, gaming out. I found this review channel on YouTube, so it's been pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I've found a new little community of people from Philly that just been rocking with me. So
Philly, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Philly, dude, it's a home of the great Shane Gillis.
I know.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that.
It's the home of.
I didn't know that.
There's a couple of football teams there, but we don't talk about.
No, we don't talk about it.
They got football in Philly.
I know.
Nothing like that, man.
And then in Philadelphia and.
I thought they only had cheesesteaks and what's the other thing they're known for? Oh yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
Tyrese Maxey. They have Tyrese Maxey.
Well, they no longer have McCain. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Jared McCain.
They also don't have Paul George because he got suspended for.
Oh yeah.
He got suspended for.
That's crazy.
It's no longer playoff P. It's prescription P. You know what I mean?
Crazy, man. I remember when I'm not a huge, like NBA guy. I've started to follow it a little bit more, but man, back when he played for the Pacers, man, they had a stacked team back then, didn't they? Paul George.
Yeah, they made it to the Eastern
Oladipo.
Conference final. Well, that's before that. Or after that, I mean, right? Because
they
He
traded
made it to the Eastern Conference Finals when he was on the.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had, I think, twice.
Yeah.
They lost to LeBron, and
then who'd he get traded to after that?
He went to OKC.
That's right.
And that's how we got Oladipo, because that's why they never played together. But and then we got Oladipo and
now he's playing
Sabonis.
in the G League, isn't he? Oladipo.
Yeah, he's making a comeback. I think it's in Milwaukee.
Then we got rid of Oladipo and Sabonis for Hallie.
Yeah.
Ali.
They always they trade up. Yeah. And we got rid of.
Not always.
Our trades have worked out so far.
Who have they traded down?
All right,
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Let's hear it.
Ever since the Reggie Miller era, when we had two of the best big men in the game back to back, Rick Smith, Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
The Pacers organization has overvalued big men.
Yeah.
Overpaid big men. I can list 4 off the top of my head: TJ Leaf, Tyler Hansborough, Roy Hibbert, and Miles Turner.
Well,
we didn't overpay him. We didn't overpay Turner because
that's the whole point. They did it.
Overvalued Turner.
I don't think so. I
do.
So back Eastern Conference Finals and a Finals appearance, and he's overvalued. I do not agree.
It wasn't on his back. I don't think it was on.
I agree with Sean on that. I'm a Miles Turner hater, but I don't think we overvalued him.
Let me go back. I'm a Miles Turner hater. Okay, I'm a Miles Turner. Don't get me wrong there, but I think that team, the pace and space does not work without a pick and pop three.
No, you're
One of the great things about I watched Miles Turner. I was at an Eastern Conference Finals game against the Knicks. I think it was against the Knicks. It was either Eastern Conference Finals or it was the semifinals. But I watched them play against the Knicks, and they fucking hit. He's the one when he got hot and he got like 10 straight points.
Semifinals was last year. Yeah, it was against the Knicks because we played the Celtics in the Eastern Conference last year.
Yeah.
This year would have been.
That's what it was.
Knicks.
But I watched him just get hot and hit a bunch of shots and maybe it was the year before. Maybe it wasn't even. It might have been the Bucks actually.
I'm not saying.
About it now.
I think you're kind of misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Miles. He's definitely a good defending big man.
Yeah.
He definitely can shoot the three. He has things that he's good at. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I'm just saying the Pacers as an organization have overvalued having a big.
So,
Do you think he's worth what he's getting paid now?
Miles Turner? No, fuck no. And the Bucks will tell you that. The Bucks will get rid of him right now if they could. If they had somebody that would take Miles Turner, they would get rid of him. I think
they
don't want to pay
overpaid
him
him
100%
by a lot
because of he went to 2 Eastern Conference champions and somehow Miles Turner agent convinced the Bucks organization that it was on him. I don't know how the fuck he did that.
So you posited the thing that you posited is that the Pacers overvalue bigs. I agree they did for a while, but I do not agree that Roy Hibbert and Miles Turner fall into that camp. Because they never overpaid Roy Hibbert and they never overpaid Miles Turner, and both of those guys helped go to Eastern Conference Finals. One of them sent to a finals. Now Tyler Hansbrough, TJ Leaf, like all those goofy white dudes. I
hate white people.
I hate goofy white bigs, like which is what's hard about Zubac.
Well, listen, hold on. He is a goofy big, but I will say first of all, Zubac is a top 5 center in the league right now.
Top 5. Give me the 5.
Well. Jokic is hurt, so
you're cheating.
He moves up a slot. He's a top 10 when Jokic. He's a top 10 when Jokic is playing. He's a top 5 when he's not because he's right outside the top 5. And listen, even if you look at his stats, he's averaging just as much as Mathurin was point wise, and double the amount of rebounds.
Well, this year Matherin's averaging 18. He's averaging 14.
I'd still take that. I'll take 4 less points for 11 more rebounds.
Yeah, 11 more. You know, Mathurin probably averages 2 or 3. Actually, he's a pretty good rebounding.
He is for a small forward shooting guard. I think that Mathurin is, but I will say we're paying Zubac and Jay Huff less money than we were paying Miles Turner.
Than the Bucks are paying Miles Turner.
No, less than we were paying him. When
I saw the graphic. You might be right. I don't know about that, but I know the graphic that I saw was. We are paying less for our 2 bigs now than the Bucks are paying for Miles Turner by himself.
100%. Yeah, that too, and what we were paying Miles Turner. They're not they're not. We didn't get some big contract dudes, which I like. I like that. I mean, fuck it, you got to go out there and earn it.
I can't sit here in good faith and good conscience and listen to you say the words "we" while you're wearing a different jersey. All
dude,
right,
whoa, hold on, listen, whoa.
I know, I get it.
This is my go. I can't help that.
Listen, some people represent all the time, you know.
Yeah, hey, listen. I thought about it too, and I was like, but for me, these Golden State jerseys were so fire this year, and Curry is my go. I still stand on that. I still think Curry's the greatest player of all time.
Listen, you're light skinned. We get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's putting on for us. Like at this point, you know what I mean? He's paving the way. He's paving the way.
Kobe's the GOAT, man. Kobe's the GOAT.
Kobe's great.
Kobe's great.
I don't GOAT is.
Kobe's a top 3 player of all time, hands down.
I agree.
I think so.
Yes,
I would have loved to see Kobe play.
He's definitely top 3 shooting guard.
I'll give you that.
I remember when 2010 when LA, who'd they play in the finals? Spurs, San Antonio.
Yeah, so 2010 it might have in the finals. I think they beat the Celtics, right? Was it 2010? Was that?
I don't
2009 or 2010. It's when they won the finals.
I think
so. They played the Celtics twice around that time, and one time the Celtics beat them, and then they came back and beat the Celtics.
That's right.
Different time.
And my uncle actually flew down there because I was just getting ready to get out of the military, and we were watching the game in a hotel room. You know, it was crazy. It was one of those. You know what I'm talking about? Those hotel rooms by Basin. You kind of, but it was cheap, man. We had to make the money work.
Oh yeah.
But we were watching the game, bro, and it was crazy to be like literally an hour away from where everything's going on at. And you could, I literally, in the hotel room, you could feel the energy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I literally could feel the energy.
I feel that. That's how I felt going to Pacers games last year, honestly. Like, you could go down in the city and just everybody's wearing Pacers gear. Everybody's like, I don't know, it just felt like the city is screaming with energy of, like, we're on this train.
Yeah, dude.
Indiana's been on a fucking generational run. It just, we've gotten really close a lot lately and then lost. And then, obviously, IU just finally fucking
they did
was
it.
the first ones that
they did it.
Yeah, they're the first ones to break the seal because like you watched like what who would be first? I guess you would say that Notre Dame was close. They got to the national championship.
Yeah. Notre Dame was close.
And then right afterwards, Purdue got to the national championship game and lost. That's 2 back-to-back losses right there. Like because Ohio State beat Notre Dame, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then Purdue got beat. Who did they get beat by? Was it UConn or some shit like that? Some weird.
It wasn't
some weird blue blood
high rank.
Yeah, and some weird blue blood team. It's no big deal. Purdue's not real. It's not.
Hey, watch it now. Daddy graduated.
It might have been the year that coach was touching all those people at Penn State. I don't know.
No, it was like a couple years ago. Listen, we're not talking about Sandusky right now. We bring up Sandusky still.
That's wild.
Sandusky files are wild.
But to go back to your point on what you said about Kobe Bryant, because I have to get clarification here. What is your Mount Rushmore of
basketball players?
Yeah,
that's a good question. I think mine's. I have a weird Mount Rushmore when it comes to basketball because obviously the greatest basketball player of all time is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Like that's not even a question. Anybody who
at first I was like, what is he gonna say?
And if anybody who says Kobe, immediately I laugh at them because his favorite basketball player is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He thinks Michael Jeffrey Jordan was the best player.
I was saying Kobe GOAT. He's my favorite player. I don't necessarily think he's the GOAT. Jordan obviously was, like I don't follow basketball as much as you guys obviously, but I grew up on Jordan. You know? Like Jordan has always been the number one GOAT, you know, and
he is the Caitlin Clark of NBA, you know.
I fully agree with that take. Jordan is one. No argument here. I just think Kobe's top 3.
Absolutely.
It's Jordan.
Question.
It's Jordan, and if you can make an argument for anybody, if you want to go with the whole titles count more than anything else, then I guess you could put like Oscar Robertson, or I'm sorry, not Oscar Robertson. I guess you could put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or somebody like that.
If we're going titles, you got to go Bill Russell. He's the only one that beat player coach.
You can't do fucking titles. That's not because some of these guys have titles because of the other guy, like Akeem being paired up with Magic. Are we?
That doesn't.
And Magic never won a title without Kareem. So it's like. As a Laker, anyways. So it's like at that point,
that's the Jordan Pippen argument, though.
Exactly. Well, and that's the Jordan Bird argument because Jordan never beat Bird.
Do you think if
Jordan never beat Bird in the playoffs, not one time?
Yeah. Do you think if Pippen and Jordan were separated and Pippen was off the Bulls, and do you think Pippen would have brought a ring somewhere else?
No,
because he didn't when Jordan was gone for 3 years.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he could have done it then. He had the team was centered around him at that point.
But at the same time, the chemistry on that Bulls team was just magic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about basketball that I think a lot of people gets lost in the GOAT debate every single time is, and I'm happy that nobody brought up LeBron, I'm just kidding.
LeBron is
get out of the league, LeBron.
No matter how we want to take it, LeBron is a top 5 player of all time.
Oh,
no matter where you put him on your list,
be top 3.
You have to put him in your top 5 if you like basketball.
Oh.
And I'm not even a huge LeBron fan. I think the guy's been using steroids. He's secreting like a motherfucker. Have you seen him? He does this all game. This is all he does, dude.
He's also 48 years old and
yeah, but
he's also he has an A.
Hey, look,
I'm
the same age as LeBron, and if I look like him, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just got to get.
It's easy. You just need like, I don't know, $1 billion and some.
Yeah. You just need Rich Paul to get on a podcast and advocate for what you want for trades. That's all you got.
It's probably fun. No, but I do think like when you look at like the GOAT debates and everybody talks about the players, like the biggest thing is like none of these titles matter. Obviously they do.
They can,
but every single GOAT has played with amazing players. Like you can't talk about Kobe without talking about Shaq and without talking about Paul Gasol and talking about some of the best role players of all time, Derek Fisher, like
Big Shot Bob.
Yeah, like you've got people, and then you go to LeBron and you've got D-Wade, you've got Bosh, you've got Kyrie, you've got Anthony Davis. Like these guys are all like generational talents. Like Kyrie is one of the best ball handlers all time, and Anthony Davis
is there a game?
An alien.
I think there has to be amounts of games played. So, like, I'm not going to put Anthony Davis in there unless he plays.
No,
I'm
saying LeBron played with some.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a ring.
You can be mad at a glass and still be good.
That's true.
When you're not,
That's true, but, like, he played 29 games as the Mavericks for a possible 90.
Yeah. That whole trade was hilarious.
Yeah, not even just that, but just him as a player in general at some point. Like, him with, like, even Zion. Like, dude, that's why they put it in his contract. Like, you have to play so many games or we're not paying you this fucking money.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
nuts.
blame them.
Like, me either. Like, holy shit, dude. Like,
let's bring it back to the Pacers. Zubac, man, he's an Iron Man. He's one of those guys that hasn't missed a ton of games.
Exactly.
And he's a big. And I do think, like, I read something. I heard something about along the lines of he got 6th last year in Defensive Player of the Year, which isn't nothing.
So,
I mean,
nothing. Did I read somewhere where he's easily a top 10 like trade? In that,
yeah, I think he's one of the best bigs, and I've a lot of analysts have said this is one of the best trades of the season, because it wasn't just like somebody being like, I want to leave. It was like they went out and got something. It was a true need. The Pacers need a real center,
right? And
they're paying half for him what Miles Turner is cost, and I don't think Miles Turner is better than him.
No,
I don't.
No, not even. No, literally, statistically, he's not. Like,
the 3-point is the only argument that can be made. 3-point, but like we had 3-point shooters. Miles sucked at rebounding. Miles, he did. Miles sucked at. He would just disappear.
He had the highest turnover rate on our team.
Yeah.
Like, he turned over the ball more times than anybody else on the fucking team. Yeah. Dude, you come on.
And that yoga didn't help, man. He needed to do more yoga.
Exactly. The fucking goddamn fucking stop building Legos and go out there and work on some rebounds. You know what I mean?
What's up? Hi. All right, we're in the middle of a podcast. Love you. Go play. Go watch a movie. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Arthur. Arthur. He comes through at least once a podcast, sometimes twice, and he just lets us be like,
checking
what's going on?
Yeah, he's checking in on.
That's Arthur again.
Arthur. Go play. What are you doing? Say hi and then go.
Hi.
Love you. You got to have a shirt on. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now, Arthur. All right. One more time. That's the thing about being a dad, and that's one thing we all haven't. Huh? Oh, nobody said your name. Get out. Go. Bye. All right, bye. He just can't help it, dude. He's a Hamlet, dude.
He's gonna wait.
No, that's one thing we all have in common. We're all dads.
Oh man,
we're all dads. And good dads is what I heard.
Yeah, I hope.
You can only hope, man. You can only. I mean, parenting is not easy, man.
No, it's not.
Especially when you have 3, man. I thought 2 was it, but I thought the third one was kind of a surprise.
Hey, same here.
One night thing and a boom.
Yeah.
But I thought I was shooting blank, man.
Yeah. Nope.
But she's my little angel, man. She's everything, man.
How old is your youngest?
So my youngest just turned 4 in October.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yep. Just turned 4 in October. I got a freshman that goes to Western, and then we got a 7-year-old son. So got my hands.
You got in there early, and then
I got in there early, man, and we so I was teased. So when my youngest daughter graduates, I'm gonna be walking with the cane, and
that's funny. I'm 38. That's my youngest. He's 5. So it's not. It's to me like it was like a late one. What?
I wish. My youngest is 9 months. So maybe like.
So you're young boomers though. Yeah. How old are you?
31?
30.
Yeah. So you're still young.
I'll be 31 this year though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know it's coming.
I got time. Yeah.
When I was 30,
that's true. When I'm closer to your age, it'll be about the same.
Yeah.
It'll be about the same. I'll take that.
How many do you have?
I got 3.
Okay. When I was 30, I had 1, and then. Man, I don't know what happened in between there. 30 to 40, but I'll just pow.
What we're saying is Sean is the smartest of all of us because he had all of his kids, and now he's about to be like, all his kids are about to be graduated and shit.
Sean, how old were you when you had your first kid?
19. So they're all 3 years apart. So I was 19, 22, 25, and last one was at 25.
So I kind of did it the opposite of you. I had my first kid at 25, and then it was like, from there it was like 2 years apart. So it was from 25 to 30, I had all my kids, and I'm kind of like done now.
So no homo or nothing, but are you guys snipped? Did you guys get the procedure done?
I'm going to. That's actually my plan this year.
My wife is telling me, bro, and I'm like,
I'm down. I'm all
scared,
for it.
bro.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I know people and I have friends that have done it, and then think there's some horrible things.
There's a vasectomy place up in Bloomington called Happy Dads. I recommend them. Everybody that I know that has got one from there has been extremely satified. They've got really good reviews. So
you heard it here first.
Yeah, guys,
first. Happy Dads in Bloomington. Oh yeah, that was a free spot. They haven't even paid money.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna reach out to them before this comes out and back.
You got to give them the sponsor.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think it's an interesting thing because I remember growing up, I knew a lot of women that had got the tubes tied and stuff, and nowadays I feel like a lot of
hysterectomies.
Yep.
Well, hysterectomy is more like a necessary procedure. Right?
Really?
It has to be medically necessary.
I didn't know if it was like. I didn't know if that was just the more that's like the taking the balls out versus clipping the tube. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm only working with what I got.
The argument with my wife and myself is like, I'm like, I don't want to get the shit done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want like nothing sharp snipping down there, and well, I have the kids. okay, well,
Yeah,
that's what.
It's a good argument.
Yeah, that's a damn. You got me there. That's a good argument.
Yeah. She got.
I just better get it done.
No, I mean,
Bring him in.
You know, there's another way though, right?
Just
exclusively have sex with women that have had the operation.
Yeah, he's married.
I'm married.
Oh yeah, you can't do it.
He's a smart man.
Switch to butt stuff. Last second half of this marriage is all butt stuff.
No, I mean, my girl, we had our final kid, so she has 3, and then I had one previous before, so we've got 4 together. And
nice.
yeah, she was like, after she had the last one, she's like, I'm done, and she's like, I'm gonna get it cut, like I'm getting cut. So she went and got the tubes tied thing.
You know, on a serious note, though, man, it has to be like on a woman, especially like their body, bro, like what they go through, like physically, you know, and like. I mean, just because women are a lot more health conscious than men are, you know, so I can only imagine having a baby and then gaining the weight and then like, oh my gosh, like being look conscious or whatever, you know, I gotta get, you know, that's crazy. I couldn't.
Well, I will say this though, the most important thing about what you just said was they go through all this stuff and it's like, what's one more thing? Just do one more.
Yeah.
You know,
one more. Make me one more. Give me a
I mean, you already had the baby. They say that's the hardest part. I mean, come on, everything's downhill from here. It's just an easy go.
Actually, we can go in the back. We can go in the kitchen. I got a kitchen mixer. We'll just fucking put it in there and just see what happens. I'm kidding. No, I think it's tough. I think it's a good relationship to sit down and be like, who's gonna do it? I think it's smart because then you don't have kids when you're like, you know, 50. You know,
right.
I'm gonna be doing that shit.
That was my biggest fear. My biggest fear is being out of touch with my kids at a certain age. My little brother, his biological dad is my stepdad, but he was older. He was like almost 50. So it's like he was really out of touch with a lot of things that like were just basic kid things for us that like I don't know, made me feel like less being like a kid. I don't know. Like it was just I had to grow up and
you don't want to have a huge age gap.
I don't want to be a bigot. Everybody ends up growing up to be a fucking bigot. And I'd rather catch my kids, you know, I'll be a bigot when they're older, when they don't want to bring the grandkids around, that's fine. But like I want to do good with them.
Yeah, and I think another thing too is hard, man, is when they grow up, you know, like so like my first, like I said, I mentioned she's a freshman. And bro, I remember when I used to take her to school, now I don't as much anymore because obviously jobs and stuff. But when I was 10 years ago, when I would take her to school, we would always talk and we would just giggle and stuff. Now she's on her phone. Boom. It's like there's no that engagement. There's no father-daughter engagement that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of, it's like, maybe that's why I had 2 more, you know? So maybe I just need, and maybe when they get older, I'll pop out more, you know? Who knows?
Well, hopefully grandchildren.
They say, this is like the saddest statistic ever. I hate to drop this on you guys, but they say by the time you're 18, you have spent 90% of the time that you have spent with your parents with them. Yeah. So like after that, you're going into the rest of the world. You're going to spend time with your friends. You're going to work. You're getting your own place. Like so, the other 10% of the time is just the rest of your life. So like by the time your kids turn 18, most of the time that you have with them is gone.
Right.
Like that's
true.
And it's crazy that I don't know. We just don't think about things in perspective like that a lot of the time.
I've seen somebody had posted something on a social media site. And it said like you only get 18 Christmases or you only get 18 birthdays or something. Yeah. And that really puts it in perspective. It's like, man, that like 18 years seems like a lot. But when you itemize it down, it's like, man, that's one by one. It just adds up.
I can tell it's tax season. He said itemize.
Yeah. Wait for that tax return, baby. Gotta go get me a Floetic.
Hey, yo, when you start seeing me with some new tattoos, you know what it is.
When you see him with the new Curry jersey, he'll be coming around.
Exactly.
Actually, Zubak. He's gonna get that Zubak.
Dude, I'm not. I'm not gonna get a Zubak.
I'm not getting a European white guy.
No, I get it. My next one is a Trae Young jersey.
Okay.
I gotta go to
Wizards or
because he changed his number to 3. You know, I got the other Trae Young jersey, but I'm a Trae Young fan a little bit. I'm like, you know, I'm a player fan, but I am a Pacers fan first. Like that's the team I root for. But I love individual players, and I have a goal to have like a jersey. I want to have a jersey from every team. And Wizards aren't like we're on the top of my list. So now that Trae Young's there, I was like, I have
a Wizards jersey. Guess who it is?
Who? Agent Zero. High five, dude. Yes, dude.
That's a good one too.
Dude, Gil's Arena is a good one to have.
I told my son was like, "Hey, can I wear this jersey to school?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't think you need to. They're gonna think you're a school shooter.
You gotta watch out. Only if you got the shoes to match, man.
You gotta go in there with the whole thing. No, dude, that's funny, man.
Mafia.
I'm telling you, man, being a dad has been awesome. Like, it's tough as your kids get older. Like, what you guys are talking about here. I mean, we're joking about basketball because basketball's fun and us and men are always trying to find things to distract us from reality and stuff.
100%.
But really, what it's it's really all just basketball, being a parent. All this is just a distraction from the Epstein files. We all know this, right?
As long as you guys don't look my name up.
Yeah, I looked it up already. What were you doing from 2000?
Yeah,
Was you on the island?
I was there as a victim, but they didn't redact my name. That's why you can still find me.
And everybody. Exactly. Everybody found me on there. Nobody knows this, but I was actually just working the tarmac. I was like, come on. I was just trying to help the plane, dude. That's all I was doing, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
I was the luggage guy. I just got the shit off the plane. I didn't even. They didn't even let me go to the main house.
I was the same age as the girls, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by how many NFL owners are on the Epstein files?
No, I'm not surprised by anybody who's got money that's on there.
No, they've owned people.
You hit it. You hit it right on the dot.
You know,
money.
I thought I couldn't get madder about the situation. More mad. But then I realized that Jeffrey Epstein is the one who went to Activision and suggested microtransactions. And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, when you start to get through it all, there's so much in there.
It's like, God, you really fucked up the whole world, buddy.
I was trying so hard not to like read enough to feel sympathetic towards the guy. And then he sent an email to somebody and he was like, hey, do you still have that picture of you where you looked fat and retarded? And this guy, I was like, I'm quoting. But yeah, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? These people, he did not have any
that email was my ex-wife.
Yeah.
He was a sick guy, man.
Yeah, they all are, dude.
Dude, I guess when you got money and power, though, that's what happens, you know.
Yeah.
You're bored, I guess. I don't fucking know. I wouldn't know. I'd like to know. If you guys could pass some of that money on so we can find out for ourselves, please.
Yeah.
I just want to pay my bills.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been poor too long. I think even if they gave me the money, I still wouldn't be like, is there some kids around here?
Never.
I know,
yeah,
right?
no.
Fucking weird, dude.
No, there's no amount of money that would ever change my opinion.
What about the Bill Gates thing? Do you guys see the part where apparently they were? I mean, this is all allegedly, but apparently Bill Gates was trying to slip his wife some fucking penicillin or something.
Yeah, because he got the clap from a Russian prostitute.
He got the clap from a prostitute, and he was trying to slip it. Hey, do you guys know how I can hide some penicillin in my wife's stuff so she doesn't know that she has the clap?
What?
That type of thing.
Did you see? He came out. He came out after that. He came out recently and did an interview. He goes, no, those were, Jeffrey sent those to himself. Yeah. Okay, well, let's unredact the name then. Yeah. Let's see who he sent them to.
And you know the crazy thing is people will believe what a lot of people will believe what a lot of these hire famous celebrity people that have money and dictate things. They will, he said no, he couldn't have done it. He can get out of here, man.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason I like growing up in a small town for the longest time. I live in Greentown, not too far from here, so I loved going to the local bar, you know what I mean, and them watching the politician and him being like, we want a certain group of individuals out of here. Yeah. And the racist guy in the bar was like, yeah, he means the brown ones. And you were like, hey man, calm down a little bit. But now all the politicians and the celebrities are saying it for him, so they just have to be like, woo. It's really died down. Yeah. And I hate that. They've lost all the fight. I really feel that way. It's like a lot of people, I cannot believe how many people I grew up with that would have when they were my age, would have been like, what the fuck is this? Are now like, hey man, whatever. Yeah. What the fuck? Yep. Yeah, okay.
It's definitely the tribalism has pushed people into camps so deep that if there's an R or a D next to the name, it just doesn't. They just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. You can be the worst. They'll find an excuse for anything that anybody does as long as they're on their side. And I'm like,
100%.
That's how. And I think that's how you know you're in a cult. I think that's when you're like, well, it's okay if he has sex with my wife. He's the cult leader. It's when you start to give excuses to rich and famous and powerful people and politicians just because they're on my team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that being said, if Tyrese Halliburton wants to do whatever he wants, he can have my wife. You can have it. I'm just kidding.
If you can promise me a championship,
anything to get that Achilles better, brother. I'll do anything to get that.
A little bag will be all right.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm so excited to have you guys here. Sean and I have been very busy doing our comedy thing. You got a lot of stuff coming up. You're going to be at the White Rabbit, right? What date's that going to be?
February 17th. I'm going to be at the White Rabbit for their Do Tell Storytellers show. I will be that rendition of it is called Red Flags. I will be telling a story that happened on this very podcast.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's a storytelling show at the White Rabbit in Indianapolis, and you go up there and you do like a whole set where you tell a story. And Sean got invited to do it, so that's exciting. Let's give it a Sean. Yeah. I'm very excited for you. I'm actually gonna be coming up here. I need to get. Do they have a flyer for you yet? Did you send it?
No, she emailed me the other day and said she'll have it in the next.
Okay, cool. We'll have it soon. But exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop. You find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it, we will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop. Soon, but I do want to tell you I am going to be at this roast battle. You won't see my name on here. I'm actually going to be judging. I'm going to doing what the good Lord put me on the earth to do, judge other people. No, but it's great. There's going to be some great conversation. I don't know if you guys could see. I probably should have said it.
Some of the greatest.
Look at this. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Brian.
Where the hell's he been?
I know. Where have you been, Brian? But also Kyle Bates, Luke Franklin, Stratton Smith, Maya Smith, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's going to be awesome. We got some really cool stuff coming up from us ourselves. I did have to make an announcement. Ooh. So we did have a comic have to drop off of our show at Lafayette at the North End Pub. That was signed a comedian, aka AJ, had to drop off, and instead we replaced it with the great Kevin King. So I'm excited to have Kevin King show up. But we're gonna have John Moore and Morgan Lee headline that. I'll be on that show. Mike Dietz out of Lafayette and Amanda Hacker. She's from Goshen, I think. Yeah, it's like upper north.
Goshen, yep,
yeah, dude. There's some cool shit going on.
I bet it's cold up there right now.
Ones and twos.
Yeah, Sean's gonna be producing that show, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I know that you've kind of been keeping up, Kaleb, on what's been going on. We've been hanging out at the Grindstone Charlie's the last couple weeks.
I know, man. I wish my fiance didn't fucking work so much. I can't complain. She fucking does it all. You know what I mean? But my bad, dude. I was glad to see you guys fucking there, dude. It looks fucking dope.
I don't know if we'll be back there again. We the first week we didn't know we were going to be there, and then and then the second week they're like, we'll have you back if you want to come. And then pause. And then Highmark was still they're having issues with their furnace. People are asking us like, what's going on with Highmark? They have a furnace.
I wanted to bring this up to you guys because I actually seen when you guys initially made the post asking if there was anybody willing to take the down on Main Street bar, which is the Greentown bar.
In Greentown, yeah.
That lady that said that is one of the main bartenders up there. So
it's tempting.
I know.
It's just hard to leave town.
100%. Sure. Hey, listen, but I drive that way, so I know it's not that hard of a drive. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, to be completely fair, you drive and then you do the mic and then you go home. We got to pack stuff up, unpack stuff, set stuff up. That's the only negative because I talked to obviously the down on Main Street and in Greentown hit us up. Fire Pizza in Rocheville was like,
okay,
hey,
that's a good place.
We had a bar in Logansport hit us up. I'm like, Jesus, everybody around us wants us, but except for Kokomo. No, we had some pretty cool. We had the Ale House hit us up. We had a couple places.
Oh, nice.
Bub, you got to go. I love you. You got to go. You got to go play. No. Go. Nate Dogg, you got to help your brother, Nate Dogg. Sorry, my son's gonna come in here like 50 times. he got too much. You guys gave him too big of a pop earlier. He was like, hell yeah, dude. I'm the star of the show. I'm coming back. I got to give him his little mini mic when he comes in. He can just say something and then he'll just stay there and talk. He'll start telling you guys all about
do a whole podcast episode with him. He's do a whole podcast with him.
Yeah, just sit here. So one day I had all my kids get in all the chairs and took a picture of them, and I was like, this would be nightmare blunt rotation. But no, it was like they're fun kids. No, they're fun. No, but we've got so much stuff going on. One thing that I'm excited about you guys is you guys are both artists. You guys are both creatives. You guys both do things in the creative spaces. Obviously, you do a little bit of stand up as well, but you're also a hip hop artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fun. And this time we actually have a new hip hop artist who's never been on the podcast before, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Dillman. Do you have a rap name, or you just like Frank?
Man, with me, man, I used to go by Floetic, but really
Floetic,
it's just
that's cool.
Frankie
it's just
D?
I just record now, man. Like I mentioned to you earlier, man, music has been a therapy for me.
Yeah.
And it's been a way to get out of my head, man. But yeah, my rap name is Floetic.
Oh yeah.
I just cause like I said, man, it's for me, it's about concept and lyrics, and you know, it's you mix the flow with the poeticness, and it's just.
How long you been rapping? How long you been doing it?
The first song, so I got a funny story, man. Shout out to Chris Roberts, C-Ray. He actually went to Western High School. We're about the same age, man. The first time I ever recorded was actually in his crib. He had a professional setup. I don't know where, I know he was a really good singer.
Yeah.
Fast forward, first song I ever did when I was like 15, 16. But now Chris, shout out to Chris, man. He is in LA, man. He produced for Casey and JoJo.
Hell yeah.
He's an underground producer, but he produced like a lot of indie artists. But he did some stuff for Casey and JoJo.
Hell yeah. That's cool as fuck.
So legit stuff, man. But I'm not a consistent artist. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I've never really wanted to take it anywhere other than for the artist ear. You know what I mean?
I think that's the start of when you're doing art. You really want it to be like come from a real place, and it sounds like it comes from a real place for you. Yeah. So that's number one. I know a lot of people that will do an art form to like get chicks or do an art form to like.
And everybody wants the clout, and you know.
And I think it's more important like if you come from a place of like genuine, like a genuine place, that you're gonna have better music, even if you kind of go away and come back and go. I think
for sure, man,
it's a love that you can kind of come back to.
It's like riding a bike, man. You know, once you know, like, and there's such thing as writer's block, man. You see a lot of time when when artists take time off, man. Especially me, like. You just get caught up in life, and then when you take time away from it, you get this writer's block. But then with me, it all comes back down to like my mental health, man, and where I'm at, and like I said, it's all a therapy to me, man, and shout out to all the local artists here in town and everybody. There's great people. I got one next to me, but just. Any art that you have to come up with the top of your head, man, like you guys are comedians, man. Yeah. It's not easy, bro.
No.
And you're gonna get judged.
There's one piece of advice that I'm always trying to find gyms, because I'm always trying to find things to keep me motivated, because you're right. The writer's block feels like it's like one of those things where like I feel like every creative space you can get a version of it. And I saw, I think it was an interview with I think it was Jerry Seinfeld, and he was like they were like, do you ever have a writer's block? And he's like, no, there's no such thing. And they're like, what do you mean? It's like, writer's block's real. And he's like, no. It's like, you can have like writing good block. He's like, you can sit down and write and it's bad. He's like, but if you just force yourself to write and say, guess what? It's going to be bad.
But you still
eventually, basically, he's like, I think he's
that makes sense.
So his best way of getting out of writer, it was actually a great thing for me when I'm writing comedy, or I also do music. I'm in a band and stuff. Yeah. But when I'm writing stuff, it was a great tool for me, because I was like, you know what? I've never thought of it as like, oh, I can just write and suck when I write. Right. And then eventually, hopefully something good comes out of it.
Because you don't have to put out everything you write.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Comedy has helped in that way too, because when I'm writing comedy, like, you're guaranteed the first thing that you think of is typically really. I mean, what do you think about that?
No, I would agree that I think that's the big difference between rap and comedy. We're paid for the attempt, so we get what you guys don't. We get to go up with the joke that isn't fully done and do it and see, oh, does this work? It doesn't. Let's go change
in front of a crowd too.
Yeah,
that's the other part.
Yeah.
So in that way, I would say comedy is a little easier than music
mics.
Because you can do that. You have that. We have open mics. That's our space to go and be like, all right, well, I wrote this week. Let's see how the crowd likes it, and then go back and adjust it.
Right. When you get good at comedy, it gets to the point where you're like, you'll have like a concept, like a setup. It would be like the best way I can describe it compared to music would be like if you just play, like you went to an open mic, it was like, I'm just going to play some chords or play a little part on the piano and just be like, that's basically what like sometimes when I go into an open mic, I'll be like, blah, 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 and I'll be like, all right, that was nothing. All right, let's just, and nothing comes of it. And sometimes it's just saying it out loud to see how people react and then see where you can go with it. So like, I'm lucky. I can say for me, I'm lucky in that way when I can actually, I kind of flow from different creative spaces that I'm interested in.
Right.
That like I can use tools from different places. But I know like doing music and writing songs, like writing lyrics, writing verse, like what you guys are doing when you guys are actually writing bars and shit. You can literally like fight over a bar, like perfect syllables, perfect.
You can't
do it.
Like you will sit there. That's why you'll get. I think that's why a lot of artists get writer's block, is because we're too busy trying to write the perfect line.
Yeah.
Like literally, we get too hung up on that. We're too judgmental of ourselves.
Yeah.
Fuck someone else judging us. It's our own judgment on ourselves that doesn't allow it. Like
it's just like you said, that popped in my mind, like that song with Eminem, "Walk on Water," or whatever. When he's like, he goes in the car and he recites his rhymes and he's like, it's shit, and that's how we feel. Like I'll have we could be in the studio together, and I could drop the best verse I ever dropped in my life, and he could be like, bro, that was so sick, and I would go back and I would manipulate everything in that verse and be like, I could have did this better, and it's an artist perfection. You just want to be perfect.
I will say, over the last couple of years, I can happily say I don't really suffer from that anymore. That's why I'll just go out, like I'll write a song in 24 hours and I don't really give a fuck how good it is, just because I want to put something out. Like I've done that a lot over the last year.
And that's more important these days, to be honest with you, is consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency is where it's at, because
I'm not even doing it just for the consistency though, Frank. It's for like what you're saying, just like in what Dylan or like in what Jordan was saying, is like it's just getting it out.
Yeah.
Like just like it's like the exercise. Like even and like the only way I can kind of get some feedback or something, if I need to improve on some shit, like if you want to go and comment on what I just put out, that's fine. Like because I'm gonna put it out for the world, but I didn't do it for the world.
Right.
I still did it for me. Like like you know what I mean. At the end of the day, like and I put out 2 disses this year just because I was like, and they weren't even. I could have went harder. I should have went harder. I just didn't. It was just something that felt.
You're
like
rubbing off on your brother. Okay, now he's putting out disses.
I know it. Well, to be fair, my brother's is a little bit more warranted than mine. Like none of the people that I dissed owed me money. So like, motherfucker owed me money, you might catch a fucking diss track too. God damn.
Don't go owing him money. He might get a feature diss track. How many out there owe this man money? Hey, let's do a feature together. Pay this man his money.
Yeah. Now you have to pay him. I got to pay him for the feature. Give me my money.
And he got to pay me for the feature.
No, but I do think what you're saying, Frank, is really important. It's like it is like getting it out is important. Like actually coming down to like, it's almost, there is a therapeutic aspect to doing any creative endeavor.
100.
Like I've watched people go on stage doing comedy or doing music or whatever, and they're literally just, I'm like, we're all here, right? You know what I mean? They're just like talking about, but I feel like sometimes when it comes to like hip hop bars, and like, I know you said you kind of really analytical about how you want the bar to be like, interesting and perfect.
It's weird for me because I like each one of my bars to double rhyme.
Yeah.
So like find time, design rhyme, like it's just, that's what I said. So like with me, maybe that's why I'm not so consistent.
Yeah.
Is because I want to perfect everything in this song, because you'll see with me, like I have quite a few tracks, solo tracks, but I like to feature other artists because I feel like when you have artists that work together and you're collabing together and you bring that chemistry together, like we talked about earlier off air, man, it just brings more of a drive in you to want to be a bigger dog and be more, more real with your music and
there's also a competitive aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
People like to ignore that part of creativity, especially when it comes to men. I think maybe more than men. I can't speak for women, but I can only speak for men, or at least men like me. But like when I think of like anything, like Brian and I, have been going back and forth writing these articles, and Sean's been writing a shit ton of articles too. But like one of the things I was joking to Brian about the other day was like every time he has a big article, you probably feel this too. It's like, damn, I really gotta.
Yeah,
I gotta put some work in because 100%. Like, and it's not even like it's not a maleficent, like malevolent. It's not a malevolent version of it. It's more like if you,
motivating.
It's motivating each other.
I literally. So I've been like really trying to change my writing style lately. Like I got to slow down.
We were all hoping so.
Yeah. No, everybody's been saying it when you're not around.
We were all talking about it.
No, but So I wanted to change my writing style a little bit, and dude, what motivated me and inspired me to do that was literally a J. Cole track. And I get that from like local artists too. Like, I have not had service on my phone for over a year.
Yeah.
Like, literally been running around with, I need Wi-Fi to call my wife. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I'm not at somebody's
Wi-Fi
house,
for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi for the wifey. You know what I mean? And like, if it wasn't, but if I'm driving around by myself, I have to listen to what I've downloaded on my phone. 90% of what I have downloaded on my phone are local artists, because I was doing the City of Versus shit, and then because I did that, people are sending me stuff to constantly analyze. Like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? So like, dude, I literally have hundreds of artists on my phone that are all from this area or like very locally close, and that's all I've listened to for the last year. Oh, yeah. And that is, I found motivation in that. Yeah. Like, and so like, I definitely think that there's like something in it that like, oh, I can see myself creating this quality.
Yeah.
I'm my only reason I'm not doing this, actually. Like, I'm the only thing holding me back from achieving this. So like, I love that I have people around me that can do this, because I should be able to push myself to do it too.
Here's something crazy too, and I've noticed this for myself, and maybe you notice it as well, is once you cut yourself off from the immediate instant gratification from scrolling TikTok or scrolling Reels or seeing, well, what did this person, what's this notification? Once you cut yourself off from that a little bit, your mind starts to go to places, and you start to think of things that maybe you didn't think of. I've been having that happen. Like, for the longest time at work, I would like obviously be scrolling like TikTok videos or listening to a podcast and stuff. And I still like to do that. It's still important, I think, to like, because it gets you in a different headspace. But every once in a while, I'll just turn the shit off, plug my phone in over there, and I'll just sit there and do my job. It's very mundane, but like, I'm physically moving my body, but my brain's just like hamster wheel. And I think that might actually be helping you a little bit. Like, yeah, you can get motivated by people, but also like sometimes you're just in the car or you're just doing something, and you're like, I don't really want to listen to nothing, and then you start to think, and then you're like, ooh, what about this? What about this? That's how I've been with my writing a lot lately, is like, what about this? What about this?
Yeah.
Like, one thing I've noticed a ton doing, like, because you're talking about local artists, is doing open mics and shit, is like, I get a lot of motivation from people that I'm like working with on open mics. Somebody will come out from like Indy or South Bend. Like, we had somebody come out. We had a guy come out the other night. I don't want to blow his spot up too much because I don't really know how much he wants it to be out there. But this guy has been on Last Comic Standing on like NBC.
Wow.
This dude's been has an HBO Max special. Like, legitimately, like, he's one of a 4-person group that was like a Latino heritage. He's like, his mother's from Panama. He's Panamanian. Okay. And like, dude came to the mic the other night. Like, he hit me up and like, hey, can I get on the list? And that happens a lot. Random people you don't know. Right. And then he comes in through, and this guy, he was like, it felt like a pro. I could not, even if I didn't know, I'd have been like, whoa, because you could just see like in his mannerisms, he has this very like stage presency. And when you get around people, like, is there anybody like that you've been around? Like, I know you guys have probably both done some pretty cool shows, have been around some people. Is there anybody you've been around where you're like, holy crap, like, I got to step up?
That's how I felt when I opened for Jaron Bitten.
Yeah.
When I opened for Jaron Bitten and Locksmith, like, because they're both, like, have done it in their own right. Like, Locksmith is still doing it. Like, he fucking drives around and, like, raps to people while he's, like, their Uber driver. But, like, he doesn't even have to do that. He just does that for content, basically. Yeah. Like, so it's, and every time it was just, like, there was this level of, like, he had been doing this to this level for so long that there was something about him that you're like, dude, you have you can just tell that he's like, this is their field. Like, you can almost tell like they've worked those muscles enough. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like you said, like, if I didn't even know who Locksmith was and I saw him perform at a show, I'd be like, whoa, bro, you're not just some local dude. Like, you've done this enough. Like,
it's an elevation. Have you heard anybody, Frank, like that?
Yeah, man, for sure. Two come to mind. I mean, it's crazy because, like I said, I feel like I'm 41. I've been rapping since I was 16. But when I was in high school,
old man alert. I'm just kidding. I'm just like,
closer to that senior citizen discount. But there was a guy. His name was Anton Franklin. He went to Western.
Hell yeah.
They had a group, and I don't want to buck the group name, so I'm not even going to try to remember what the group was called. But they were sick, bro. Back at the time, this was like 2002. And I used to listen to his music. He was with C. Ray at the time that I mentioned, that now C. Ray's in California doing his thing. But I always said, man, if I ever got on a track with this dude, I would have to step my game up 100 million times. Yeah. And fast forward, man, about 5 years ago, I ran into him in Lafayette, And he asked me if I was still making music, and I let him hear some tracks I was working on, and I said, man, I'd be honored, if you want to get on a track with me, bro. And he said, I shot it over to him, and we actually did a track together. And dude, it's just, he's one of those dudes that you can just be in the studio. Shout out to Anton, man, but you can just be in the studio with him and just feel his chemistry, the vibe. And another one, man, the second one, for sure, bro, I would have to say that comes to mind is Jared Adams, man. Yeah. I never got him on a track rapping, but he blessed me with the hook. I wrote the hook, and he blessed me with singing on it. And man, he's another creature, bro. Like his stage name is what, Jared Michael, right? Yeah, so we're talking about he was on the podcast before. He's very talented. He's talented, man.
He's super, and I completely get that. And he's done really well for himself.
Yeah,
He does a lot of stuff. But yeah, those are two great. I mean, I thought when we were like, you're like, hey man, it'd be really honored if you were on the track. I thought you were gonna play. He was like, hell no, dude, I'm out of here. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
No,
I love that, dude.
He's actually off. I don't know if he's recorded anything since we recorded that, but he actually is in the podcast game now.
Oh yeah, dude. I love that, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Shout out to that dude. Hey, buy me dinner, bro.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor though. Don't go watch his podcast. Stay on there. Sean, do you have anybody like? When you think of like somebody that you've worked with or somebody you've seen where you're like, whoa, this threw me for a loop. Like, I need to do better.
I mean, there's definitely more so at the beginning, but there's definitely people in the scene that every time I see them on stage, I'm like, that's the next level.
Yeah. Can you name one? Just give some love to somebody.
I would say Stratton.
That's crazy. I was gonna say that's literally who I think. When you see Stratton, he's just so comfortable with what he does.
Oh yeah, he's so good.
He just does the things.
Shout out to Stratton.
He's good at the things that I'm not in comedy. I'm good at writing jokes and stuff, but he has this energy on stage that I don't think anybody in the local scene can match.
Oh yeah,
no,
he's very special.
What the fucking at Cooper's Pub? He fucking made a stool funny for 15 minutes, and like he didn't write that. You know what I mean? Like he just felt what the room was feeling, and that is something that like
that's true. That's true mastership right there.
Yeah.
Like if you can read the audience, and we used to. You said he's local, right?
He lives in Indiana.
Oh yeah, so he's local.
Yeah, he's been on the pod and stuff too.
So do they? Are there any? Because when I was in California, we used to go to this Irish bar.
Yeah,
they had stand up comedy. People could sign up.
Yeah,
bro, some of the funniest people I've ever heard in my life, bro.
Yeah, that's what we do at Grindstone Charlie's. That's what we were talking about a little bit earlier. So like this last week, I'll show you. I'll put those up there. But yeah, it was an open mic comedy. That's what I'm saying. It's where we had the guy that, like I said, was on HBO Max. Like, and a couple weeks before that, when we were back at the Highmark, we had a girl that come through, and she was on like Kill Tony, which is like one of the biggest like comedy shows ever.
That's like the third person you guys have had from Kill Tony.
Dude, we get them. They come through. I honestly, I
people from Indiana that have been on.
I probably said this too much, but I'm not going to stop saying it just because I think it's important to say. But Courtney, man, her pictures, her photography brings a lot of people. Last week, Courtney's photographs, not from this, obviously the last week, but the week before, Courtney's photographs were seen over like 26,000 people saw those photos because they're that good. So like they reach places because they look good. Here's actually one of them. Hey, look at that handsome
Who's that
man.
Sexy bee?
It's just me. And then I got this one of Sean, but this isn't even the one I put up of you because it looks like your eyes.
LA repping the LA. My man.
He's got the LA.
My man.
Yeah, but here's a couple of behind the scenes when we were at. These are you can kind of see the staff and stuff and people hanging out. But yeah, we had Evan Ham in there. This is funny because like she got this candid of the staff actually enjoying. They've never had comedy there before. Right. So the fact that we're doing it was really fucking cool.
Oh my god,
boost their morale.
I can't imagine if I still had my job at Half Moon. I just heard you guys riffing in the side room, bro. I would have clocked out early for that shit.
It was funny because we walked in the other night and the young guy was like, "Oh my god, you guys are coming back!" And we're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Oh no," and he's like, "I just set people at the table right where you guys are setting up," and I'm like, whoopsie. We gotta
enjoy the party.
Yeah, so we had to go over there and tell them like, hey, do you guys mind?
That was the only thing that I didn't know how that was working out with you guys. If you guys were taking up like that was like you were talking about. Like I didn't know if a server would be like, "Hey man, they're at my table."
Yeah, man, they're taking
my tables,
well,
man.
the good news, it's a Thursday night. If you know anything about Thursday, it's not the busiest night. You know
wasn't popping.
Yeah. Honestly, when the first week we were there, it was a little bit down. And I was like, okay, cool, we can bring some people here, and it wasn't like huge. The second week we had a decent little group in there, but also like we walked in and we were like, holy shit, the parking lot was full. They had a busy Thursday.
Yeah.
But this is this is the time of the year like between Christmas and like Valentine's Day where shit just my girl's a server, so she's like shit's just dead.
Dude, as soon as the poor people get their taxes.
It really did.
No
Listen,
tips.
Well,
no tips.
People don't want to go out to eat when it's cold out. Like that's just like with the snow on the ground. That's a real thing.
Hey,
like, bro, I'm not trying to.
Bro, I love to go out to eat when it's cold.
Hey, listen, me too. I don't even know. We probably cooked in my kitchen like twice in the last 2 weeks, bro. Like we stay eating out.
Let them cook.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying. Look how skinny I am. I'm trying to like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to have somebody just take me. I gotta put some weight on, you know?
Like you get beat up, and it's just because you're just like, I don't have any energy, man.
Yeah, dude.
I just beat my ass.
I didn't have enough.
I do want to. I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up because we haven't done a podcast since then. Because obviously the reason why we didn't have, if you guys were wondering why didn't you guys have a podcast last week, it's because we were in Indy really late and we were
at the ICE protest. Oh.
Yeah, we were. Yes, we were absolutely. We were down there.
Since we've mentioned ICE and the Epstein files today, I just want to make it clear to everybody watching that I am not suicidal. I will not kill myself.
I'm a happy father and
also if you're playing the hot button ticket bingo at home, you've got a bingo. So go ahead and call in and let us know. We actually shot a special. We shot a comedy special for Stephen Riley, man.
Stephen
Riley. Hilarious comic, Stephen Riley. Very excited for him. We actually, that photo I showed earlier, this is a guy by the name of John Mulhill. If you don't know who he is, guess what? He's been on this podcast. So is Stephen Riley. So those are two guys. The only guy, obviously Stratton, I showed that earlier. Stratton actually was on there as well. And then of course, we have a new comic. We have not had him in the studio. It's one of the guys that we got to maybe get in the future. Sohail Ali, very hilarious out of Bloomington, dude. He had me in stitches.
That clip from Helium was so funny.
Oh yeah, I put that on my page.
Super fucking familiar.
You might have seen because I shared one of his clips because he's so funny. He's from Bloomington, but he has a huge following on TikTok. And the funniest thing happened when IU was going to the national championships, it was like a couple games before, like when they finally beat Ohio State and stuff. My son, Nate, my 15-year-old, he sent me he's like, hey Dad, look at this TikTok, and it's like it's about IU, fucking Sohail.
Yeah, it's literally
my son just he just say it likes like 100,000, 250,000 follow. It's crazy. And these guys, man, they're very good. But I wanted to show this picture. I know it's going to be kind of crazy, but this is actually my view shooting his special. I was behind the camera. Courtney was behind the camera. Maddie Kroll, the great Maddie Kroll from Time Storm Media, and of course Sean D also running audio and the
Sean.
It's the first time we've done anything like this in this capacity with four cameras.
Yeah.
And we were all running them. And honestly, I'm very excited. Tomorrow.
So can I ask?
We're going to go through it.
Do we know where we're going to be able to find the special when it comes out?
I hope so. No, we don't know yet, but it will be out there. I'm sure. To me, I hope he can. He puts it somewhere big because I'm hoping he's really funny.
I mean, Tubi something. Something where I could.
Even YouTube, dude. Fucking, I love a YouTube special. I love a YouTube special all day.
I still watch Bo Burnham's specials on YouTube, dude. Like, that is still a thing. Like,
Shane Gillis live in Austin, one of my favorite specials,
dude. Even that Matt Rife Red Flag, that one, that was an all YouTube special. That was pretty good.
Speaking of Red Flags, checking Sean out the white crab area.
Oh, and I always said the day this podcast comes out, check out me and Jordan at Muckety Monday.
Muckety Monday.
If you're like, hey, I want to see comedy, come out to Mucky Ducks and in Indianapolis. Look it up and Google Maps or whatever. Ask Jeeves, whatever you got to do. Go find
Ask Jeeves.
But I'll be hosting and Sean will be featuring. I actually have the flyer, but I didn't save it in here because I'm an idiot. I'm just kidding. I thought I had it. Maybe I don't. I don't think he sent. Did he send it to us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I probably have it somewhere. But either way, it's going to be a great show, man. They run a run. I don't know if he knows that I say this, but man, I'm going to say it anyway because Evan's not watching this. But I call them like our little brother Mike because they very much started after us, and a lot of conversations I've had with Evan and stuff. He's like, "What about this? What about this?" So I think they have, even like with putting us on the flyer every week. We like not most places don't do that. We do.
They have it. Yeah, they have a flyer that's just this is our open mic. It's the same flyer.
Yeah, but the difference is we like to put out a flyer every week with the producer and the host.
Right.
Well, they do a feature and a host too. So very similar to what we do. And there's another one that's like, I would say that's even like maybe a little brother or a grandson of ours, and that's the one that's Cadillac Jacks. They do a very much, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that till we started doing it. Right. Am I crazy? Yeah. I never saw it before then.
I've only ever seen you guys in flyers. I don't shop around at other flyers.
Hey, you guys got to go look around other flyers. Okay.
I've only seen one.
Oh yeah,
you're a flyer loyalist over here.
Flyer guy.
Are you not in the comedian groups yet? Do I need to try
He removed himself.
I had to remove myself.
Yeah, because he said his wife looked at him in the eyes and she said, "You know what? Music or comedy?" And he goes, "Man, I'm a better rapper than I am a comic."
Definitely. Well,
which isn't true. You're a better comic. No, you're good at both. You're really good at both.
Listen, and please, they're gonna jump me after this.
Yeah.
I just love music more. I can't help it. I don't even. They're gonna jump me.
I got your back.
Help me, Frank. No, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Music is always what I've looked at as my way out. I don't know how to explain it. It's my ticket, and I want to, until I can put enough dedication into that where I feel satisfied, because I've started to feel unsatisfied in my music part of my life. Then I have to, and like I said, I was kind of forced to make a choice. I don't want to say forced. It was a mutual conversation. You know what I mean? Like I said, being
you
real.
got 3 little kids.
Yeah, I got 3 little kids.
Like,
well, I got a fiance that fucking does it all, bud. She literally, like, without her, I wouldn't be able to do the shit that I do. So, like,
and we're all happy you're not homeless, dude. We're all happy you're not homeless.
Dude,
we're unhoused to whatever.
Yeah, no, well, she's keeping me safe from it.
Okay, good. Well, apparently she's not feeding you.
We go skinny end.
We go together skinny end.
She's like, you should be cooking. Actually, I've been working my butt off. Yeah, she's a hard worker, man.
I am the cook, though. That's always been a thing. We've been together 6 years. I'm the cook. It's not that I was a bad cook, but I am the fucking cook. I prefer to cook. Like,
if you had to say your best meal that you cook the best, what would it be?
The thing I get the most compliments out of is ribs.
Nice.
Like I guess I make a mean ribs.
Thing I've ever heard him say.
Yeah,
hate to interrupt this episode of the Kokomo Press Podcast, but I have some urgent news for you. Yeah, that's right. We have huge news. The Kokomo Press is going to be back at the North End Pub on February 20th for our head-to-head Jackpot Comedy Showcase Series. That's a lot to say. We have 2 great headliners coming up for you. First up, we have Morgan Lee, and second up, we have John Moore. They're both out of Chicago. They're both hilarious, and they're both going to be in Lafayette on February 20th with you. We also have a great lineup, including myself, Jordan Grainger. I'm going to be on this lineup. I'll be there with AJ, a.k.a. Signed, a comedian. Check him out. He's great, out of Indianapolis by way of Cali. We've got the great Mike Dietz out of Lafayette itself, and we have the great Amanda Hacker coming through, the clean comic queen herself. I can't wait to have this great show with you in Lafayette, our second part in the series of our head-to-head Jackpot Showcase Series Challenge. It's been awesome. It's a lot to say, but it's a great show. Our last one went wild. Cannot wait to be back in Lafayette on February 20th. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. and it's only like $10 to get in. Yeah, that's $10 to see this many great comics from all over. So seriously, come out. It's $10. It's going to be a ton of fun, and I can't wait to see you there. Let's get back to the show.
But I don't make it in a smoker. Yeah. You know what I mean? I do it on the grill, so it's.
It counts as a smoker if you smoke a Black & Mild and you.
You bastard! It's wood.
It's wood.
I don't smoke nicotine anymore. Wine flavored.
Wine
flavored wood tip.
Wine.
You know.
I like to cook. I love cooking, man. I make a mean bunch of casseroles. That's why.
I make some mean SpaghettiOs.
Hey.
Put the little meatballs in them.
I come together in there.
I make a sweet I make a sweet chili.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like so, and I like that. That's my personal favorite that I make for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't cook, bro. I gave up cooking in the 5th grade. Whenever we was in cooking class, and we were making the breakfast casserole.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to put the sausage in the casserole. Well, me and my partner crumbled it up and we left it aside. And it was bring your parent day to breakfast. And my dad just, kind of looked at me and was like, "Son, you were supposed to put the ever since then.
You're like, I give up, dude. I can't give any better than this.
For me,
I thought you were gonna. So go ahead.
For me, I grew up in the South. It's barbecue.
I love me some barbecue.
And I grew up in South Florida, so Cuban sandwiches, and you can't get either of those two around here, so I have to make them myself. They're not good barbecue. I'll say the only good barbecue I've had around here is when we had that show at Gas City and they had that food truck.
Yeah, you like.
Hey, I'll
that,
have to. Ali's family owns a barbecue spot up in Monticello. I'll have to get you something up there just to see. It's called.
I travel up to
White people.
Jason, it's called Chapman's Barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys are ever up there, they're going to be catering my wedding. But yeah,
I call it Monticello because
Monticello. Yeah, no, that's how it's
earlier
spelled.
you're like when you were like I'm gonna I stopped. I decided I didn't want to cook anymore when I was in high school. When I was 5th grade, and then we went to cooking class, and they were like, "Hey, we're doing meth today." I'm like, "Oh, God damn, not again." We did math last week. Last week we did math. We got to keep doing this.
Yo,
I just made some in Dad's van.
Crazy story, bro. When I worked in my old job, I was my territory used to be Anderson and Muncie, right?
Okay.
And so Walmart in Muncie, I don't remember which one it was, the north end or the south end or whichever one, but there's two of them. No, it was either Anderson or Muncie. It was one of them, but they got popped because there was a mobile meth lab in the bathroom. Somebody had brought a backpack in there. And so I couldn't even do my job because there was somebody in the meth lab. You know?
Just messing around.
There's mething in there.
Yeah, just messing around.
Hey, somebody's cooking something real bad in the stall in there. Yeah,
bro. Like,
we're used to it. We got a Noble Romans in here. You really fuck people. No, it ain't that kind of cooking. We're like, oh shit. All right. They were just wondering why there was a line out the door to go to the bathroom.
Dude.
Like a fair. It was like a fair bathroom, but it was just like a random Walmart in Anderson.
There's a line for the men's and the women.
Yeah,
there's not even a Kid Rock concert.
But people keep walking out going, that is weird. They're doing their own, the Kid Rock's doing their own.
Dude, has this ever happened ever? Have we ever had a separate halftime show?
Well, do you know your history of the halftime show? Do you know how it started?
No, I don't. I actually don't know how it started.
So, for the longest time, they had no halftime show. This is actually Black History. This is great for Black History Month, February.
Okay.
Black History Month, we'll throw that there. I will educate a black man. I'm just kidding. I apologize. I apologize already, man. You fucking, whatever I got to do, I apologize for that. No, apparently, so they didn't have a halftime show. They were just would have marching bands for colleges come through, and everybody's like, this fucking sucks. So, in Living Color.
Okay.
Was it In Living Color? Yeah, In Living Color decided to do their own halftime show where they'd have people artists come on and do some music, and they would do fun little games and shit. And so they did I think they did 1 year or 2 years, and I guess maybe it was the first year they did it. All the people left the Super Bowl to go watch this.
Yeah,
and the Super Bowl was like, what the fuck is going on? We're not going to let this happen again. So they just... So, for Black History Month,
hey, Pepsi.
For Black History Month, cultural appropriation. That's what we did. Cultural appropriation.
I'm surprised that we didn't. I'm just glad that they didn't do a separate one for Kendrick last year. I mean, it felt like that was what was about to happen. People were upset, dude.
I was watching.
It wasn't even that good.
I was watching Matt and Shane's secret podcast, and I don't normally do bits from podcasts, but the funniest thing ever, he was like, people were mad about Bad Bunny, because they're like, oh, you got to speak English, and he's like, oh, I feel like last year's halftime show was clearly not English. It's not like it goes for China. Bing, bak, boom, 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 bak, bing. I was dying laughing. It's one of the funniest fucking jokes I've ever heard. But yeah, that's a problem when fucking good comics are so much better than I'll ever be.
Dude.
Shane Gillis, bruh. They should have him just do a whole. He should be like, ladies and gentlemen, Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like it's SNL.
They might.
Now, do you guys? So you're being forced to hang out with all these comics. Do you have a favorite comic or a favorite? Are you in any comic?
Man, I love comedy.
Please say me. I'm just kidding.
I don't have a favorite comedian. I've met a couple. So funny story. Coming back to when I was in California, when I was stationed in California, we went to the Laugh Factory, and you could. It's crazy because normal tickets were like $20, okay, but you could buy VIP tickets for like $10 more and sit anywhere you wanted to. So we would just always pay the $10 extra and sit. So that they used to, on the weekends, they used to always have a special guest, and they would never say who it was going to be. They would do like a introduction, or maybe during intercession or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and it was during one of Dane Cook's tours, and this was back in.
Dude, I swear to God, I was gonna say, hey, before you say this, let us all guess who it was. I was gonna say Dane Cook. Was it fucking Dane Cook?
It was Dane Cook that I met.
Dude, that's so crazy.
That I met. Yeah.
And he was on a generational run back then too.
Yeah, I met Dane Cook. He was cool as fuck. Took some pictures. Excuse my language.
No, you're all right.
He was cool, man. We took some pictures. My wife so wanted to bang him.
hey, what's up, guys? Hey, how you doing? Hey, y'all know, man. Yeah, I would fuck your wife, but I gotta go, man. I've got to fucking.
I gotta go, man. Supai though, Supai or whatever.
Old comedian. I got one old comedian for you, Sinbad.
Oh, Sinbad.
That would be crazy.
I was walking. Me and my buddy was walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. So you had a casino
and I know
Vegas.
Sinbad from his movies. I know him from his movies.
Yeah.
And my dad used to be a huge Sinbad fan, and so I heard this voice. I heard him talking when we were walking. I told my buddy, I was like, bro, that's Sinbad. He's like, who's Sinbad? I smacked him.
Should have,
bro. Cool as hell. I walked over to Sinbad. He's like, hey, asked if I could take a picture. I was one of those. Can I have a picture? Like he was cool, man.
Yeah.
So I will say thing about every comedian that I've met has been laid down to earth, cool as hell.
Yeah.
Not like, no, I'm too good. So. It's been a good experience, man. Dane Cook was a cool dude, though, man.
Dane Cook and Sinbad are really good polls. So yeah, I'm gonna
my guess for you was gonna be.
Sorry, I was like, those are two good polls, dude.
I like Bill Burr too.
Yeah,
Bill Burr. My guess that the hip hop in your age, I was gonna say Dave Chappelle was the one.
Dave Chappelle, be
like
Laugh Factory. Yeah, I mean that's a good call. That's a good. Those two, Dane and Dave, were like real big at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah,
that's why when you said the Laugh Factory, the first thing that popped in my head was Dane because like I think Dane and Dave used to, and who else was there? Was one other guy that used to like fight over who would be on the stage the longest and just ruin entire people's nights.
Dude, Griffin.
And that's same.
Eddie Griffith. That's who
was
Griffith.
it?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffith.
Oh, that's
he's the other one.
He played in movies too, right?
Yeah, he was in a he was.
Was he in John Q? Wasn't he was in
He might
John
have been
Q.
in that.
He was in the emergency room. With
I always
John
think
Q.
of is it New Guy? New Guy when he was like he played the cool guy, New Guy, right?
Oh yeah,
The New Guy. He was the black guy that taught the New Guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? You haven't seen New Guy?
I've seen New Guy.
Okay.
I've seen New Guy.
Yeah, he was the main guy in that. Just like you're like I don't even.
I just haven't met any famous.
He's like
comics.
I don't like comedy anymore. I'm not a comic anymore.
No,
guys.
I haven't met any famous
really
comics. I was trying to think if there was like even anybody, but it's like I haven't even been in. Allie got to go to Taylor Tomlinson before I.
Oh, she's funny,
dude. Taylor Tomlinson's super funny. I was mad because I showed it to her. But I was actually filming them. I was filming Hex, so I couldn't go.
So the funny thing was we did our roast battle, the first ever they ever did for Roast Battle League at Indy Helium. It's awesome. They're gonna keep doing them. So go get tickets right now at heliumcomedy.indianapolis.com. Go get tickets because there's gonna be more shows and it's phenomenal shows. Kevin King runs the best show that you can imagine. But we were at the show and the same night. So I put out a clip on it already. But I was like I showed my girls like look. The show that I'm going to be on is on the Helium page, and she's and right next to her there's this girl, and her name's Cactus Tate. My girl was like, "Oh my god, I love Cactus Tate," and I was like, "I said I'm going to be on there." Do you see like how?
Yeah, me.
She's like Cactus Tate.
Worry about Cactus Tate.
And the funny thing is, my friend Cassie, who I work with, she's the sweetest person ever. She came out to check out the show that night. She's like, "I want to see if you're going to be at Helium. I want to see it." And I was like, "Oh, you're the sweetest." And so she came out there.
I love you, P.O.P. all the time.
Yeah, and she literally was like walking in the lobby in between, and Cactus Tate happened to be down there, so she got a pic with Cactus Tate just because he was just hanging out there. I'm like, all these people I know just running into cool people. I don't ever run into anybody.
Yeah, I don't like necessarily. Yeah, I've never.
That's not true. I met Jared Fogle one time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
I mean, I've met famous.
We had similar. We had similar interests. We were both really early in. Subway. What? Hold on. What do you mean? What were you saying,
you were
Sean?
into
Sorry.
weight loss.
I like weight loss.
My dumbass thought you really met Jared Fogle.
I did. I actually did. I met him at Indianapolis International Airport. He was on his way to a place called Epstein's Island. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he was telling me about it. It was like he was like, "You should really come, man. There's some girls there your age." Yeah, he's like, "You want a foot long?" Nah, he liked a little boy. So, no, what were you saying? Sorry,
I've met famous comedians, but they were at comedy shows.
Yeah,
it wasn't chance meetings.
Well, you had some really cool photos with who did you had somebody? Was it what's the Fortune Feimster?
Fortune Feimster, Shane Torres.
Shane Torres. That's the other one.
And oh my gosh, I always forget his name, but he's famous for he's an impressionist. Used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Oh hell yeah!
Did impressions of. He's known for like his impression of Shaq and what's that guy's name?
Oh okay, yeah. I know.
See a black guy?
Yeah.
Is it Godfrey?
No.
I know Godfrey never quite made it to.
He also does like a cool Chris Rock. He does a bunch of really good black celebrities. I can't remember his name right now, but I know you're talking about. Well, but if you know who Sean's talking about, if you know black comics better than he does, put Jay Farrell in the comments. All right, is it Jay Farrell?
It is Jay Farrell.
Jay Farrell, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking.
It is Jay Farrell.
I think it was Jay Farrell.
There's a video where he does like.
Is that who? Am I wrong? Am I thinking of the wrong person?
No, I think you're right.
It's Jay Farrell, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
He does like a Kevin Hart. He does everybody. He's like every black celebrity.
That's why I asked if it was Godfrey because
he's great.
The black, he does a lot of impressions too. He'll like sit there and do like everybody, but he never made it. He never made it to SNL. He actually tried out for SNL and they told him no.
Well, there's a lot of people that got told no for SNL.
He got told no. Good. They said that he got told no because they said that he was too good.
Yeah,
like they didn't want somebody. Like they said they're like, we can't. We're not gonna have you like. And it was during the time that Eddie Murphy or something was on there.
Yeah.
So he's like, we can't. Look, we're not trying to. We got enough of you. We got enough of you coloreds.
Wow. Oh God. But like, how can you? Damn.
Yeah, we can't.
You're lucky it's Black History Month, or I'd have to. I'm just kidding. Black History Month. Black History Month.
It is Black History Month, and that was a history lesson. And go support Godfrey. Damn it, he was just on Mark Norman's podcast. That's how I know that he just told the whole story.
Yeah, we should be drunk. It's a good show. It's a good show. That's the one we're talking about, right? Is the one with Joe List, or is it the one?
Yeah, or no, not the one with Joe List, but the one with the other
Sam Morril.
Yep, yeah.
Might be drunk. Yeah,
the other Jew.
The other Jew, and he's I tell them, I said, "Where are the stars?" So we know. I'm just kidding.
You're talking about comics. That's way more than the other one.
Sam Morril. That's true. Yeah, but Sam Morril leans into it.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit either.
No, he doesn't. He has that.
Really doesn't.
You know what I mean? He laughs like a Jew and everything. He says it.
Well, he
said that himself.
We did lose. I did want to talk about this a little bit because this made me sad. Did you guys see this?
Oh yeah. I did see that.
We lost the great Catherine O'Hara. Very sad about it, man. I mean, do you guys have a favorite movie?
Home Alone for sure.
Home Alone is it's like one of the top tier.
Beetlejuice for me.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I think I like Beetlejuice more than I like Home Alone.
Yeah, I like both, but you know what? People, she was Sally in
Nightmare Before Christmas. I actually didn't know that.
She sang the song.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
There's a lot of voice acting. I feel like there's a lot of like things like that with voice acting that you just kind of miss out on some of those. It's more about like the experience and less about who's doing it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, she played more than one character. She played Sally, and she also played the little girl with the mask. That's like the trick-or-treating girl. She played that as well.
She played little girls? Is she in the list?
Yeah, she was on it. That's why she died. She's like, I got to get out of here before I find out.
Before this shit comes out, I'm
the
gone.
only woman besides Ghislaine that was of age on Epstein's Island. No, that would be fucking horrible. No, like someone's going, I want to talk about something a little bit here because I don't know if you saw this. I know you're not from there, but Logansport's been going through it lately. Do you hear what's going on with the skate world?
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah,
closing down.
Yeah, they got 30 days and told they got 30 days to get out because they're going to put in.
Is that the people that was like they owned it here in Kokomo?
I don't think so.
They moved to Logansport. It's just like the same like font.
Yeah. Well, they get one choice. They're like, this is the one to use. So if you want to
cartoonist.
Knowing what I know about that place, I find it very ironic that there's a rainbow in the picture.
Yeah. That's one of the big reasons why a lot of people are saying that people stopped going there is they did a drag show, and I guess there were kids there, and they're like throwing a fit about it. And I'm like, honestly, like you can decide if you want to bring your kids somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
That's true.
Weird.
I doubt that they just randomly did the drag show. I'm sure it was promoted.
Yeah,
like exactly. You know what I mean? They're like they didn't just decide today's the day we're throwing the show.
Right.
Like I'm sure there was time for you to figure that out.
Yeah, that's the selective outrage machine, crazy. You know. Yeah, but apparently they got like 30 days to vacate, and then they're gonna build some. The worst part is like they're gonna get rid of this place, even if you like were like, oh, I think it was bad they did that. Well, it's still a place kids can go and like skate, and it's still an event. I know people from Kokomo that drive there to go.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to fucking skate here. I know that.
We have my daughter's birthday party there. It's
yeah,
nice
I've been there a lot.
Place, man.
And they do a pretty good job of maintaining it. But now you won't have that option. You have to go to Rochester. I heard.
Jesus, that's even farther.
I think there's one in Fort Wayne too.
Is there one in Fort Wayne? Yeah.
That's farther in Rochester.
Dude, I would not drive to. I mean, yeah, but then you're taking the chance. I mean, are we trying to go to Fort Wayne for skating?
Yeah.
I thought you went there for different kinds of slopes.
Hey, Sean was just in Fort Wayne. All right. Sean was there. He was
line them up, buddy.
He was putting them on skates on stage there at the Summit City Comedy Club, which is pretty cool. They got a lot going. They got a lot of comedy up in Fort Wayne. It's a pretty big comedy town.
It's been a busy month.
I like Fort Wayne for music too. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of really good talent, like big artists and like local talent at Pierre's that I don't think that like I would have got to see otherwise. It's like they kind of give you, and the fact that there's no seating, so I can get as close to the stage. I love shit like that, like the Egyptian Room, Pierre's.
Yeah,
I love that. Like, I just love being like, hey, as soon as you get here, the more we don't give a fuck. You all paid the same for the same ticket. Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Like, I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, I like that too. I saw Bayside and who else did I see there? Somebody else was on that ticket that was really cool. But yeah, the Artist in the Ambulance. What's the name of that band I was talking about the other day?
I saw Ritz at Pierre's, and I saw Dying Fetus.
I can't remember the name.
Nice. I can't either.
Yeah, but yeah, you can actually see some really cool shit there, and it's actually right next to the club. The comedy club's right there on the
right next to Pierre's.
Yeah, Pierre's in the plaza, and then the comedy club's right there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you drive up there, you'll see just like random comics. You'll just see like Norm Macdonald on there. Hey,
yeah, he was just up. He just had a show up there not too long ago, didn't he?
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, not Norman. I was thinking of fucking Mark Norman.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know why I did that.
Norm Macdonald?
Yeah.
Mark Norman Macdonald.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald.
Mark Norman Macdonald. Hell yeah, dude.
Uncle Laser had a show up in Fort Wayne recently too.
Oh shit, yeah.
Comedy.
Uncle Laser. Comedy.
Did you guys see this? Was an interesting story that popped up this week. People were talking about. I thought it was an interesting take, but Bug Hall.
Yes,
from the guy that played Alfalfa in the original. I guess not the original, but in
the remake, the '90s remake.
Yeah. He actually living off the grid. He said after being arrested for inhaling aerosol, the actor who played Alfalfa now lives in poverty and is a Catholic extremist and a misogynist. Yeah,
wait. Wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute. What did I read? Oh, darling. It said recently 40-year-old actor Bug Hall, famous for playing Alfalfa in Little Rascals, has caused a stir after his precarious situation was revealed. After being arrested in 2020 for inhaling aerosol cans near a hotel dumpster, it was recently made known that he lives in an extreme poverty inside an isolated commune. So like his whole family and like his wife and his kids wear like dresses, and it's like,
so they're like a part of they're like Fort Lauderdale Saint type people. Is that what?
Yeah, but like Catholic, that's the weird thing is that like Catholic extremists, they reject modern society. And they're living under a strict vow of poverty together with his wife, his 4 daughters, whom he disparagingly calls his dishwashers. That's why they call him his son. And his newborn son, who he calls and he presents as his only heir. Which he's not wrong. I mean,
that actually is true by definition. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Definition.
I'm sure somebody said this in the comments, but there's only one thing I can think about.
Oh, you mean literally with this really great comic put? Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Yeah,
he's literally a He-Man woman hater. Like, yeah, I felt like such a. I knew, like, I put it on there because somebody shared it, a friend of mine, and I was like, I'm gonna go look in the comments and see that everybody's writing that and feel super ashamed. No, I'm not ashamed. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
No one. I think you were the first.
I was the first ever.
I think you were the first.
That's epic,
if you go to those comment section, Jordan is the first.
yeah, and his wife is a dishwasher. So
no. It's his daughter. It's his daughter.
His daughters. His wife.
His wife is a cook.
His wife is just the cook.
The daughters are the dishwashers.
She's the breeder.
Yeah.
Speaking of wife.
Yeah, speaking of wife, is your woman like, where the fuck are you right now? And you're like, I'm just doing a podcast right now. I'm just hanging out.
Mine knows better now.
I told her 8, so.
Hell yeah.
Mine was tired of having 2 black guys blowing me up.
I did see this was an interesting story as well. Exclusive Bill Cosby admits he had 7 Quaalude prescriptions to drug. He admitted it.
So for a second, I thought that was that guy was I thought that was the guy from the Green Mile. Just for a second, just for like a split. Dude, that was the white side. That was the white.
He gone. Yeah.
I thought that was Michael Clark Duncan for 2 seconds.
What'd you say?
That makes me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the reason I couldn't ever try Quaaludes in my life.
Bill Cosby was hoarding them, giving them to all his women, dude. What's crazy is like, damn, that means that the concoction he was giving them was better. Like they weren't getting no low tier shit. Like
right,
they were getting the good shit.
They was getting whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So was he, though. They were getting whatever they want, and so was he.
Would you say that you were Jello-ish?
Jello-ish?
I was jealous.
I'm jealous.
I mean, to be honest, any man my age, when they first watched Wolf of Wall Street, they were like, God, I wish I tried Quaaludes.
Oh, dude, that scene is the best.
That movie glorified, like, dude, listen, if I single-handedly, I think Jordan Belfort's the reason I started doing Xanax. Like, that movie just made pill popping look so fun, dude. Oh, yeah. Like, damn it, that's stupid. It really did, though. I agree with Sean. I literally watched that movie and was like, I kind of want to find some Quaaludes.
Yeah, like,
dude,
it's crazy how media can kind of make you want to do things like that. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, let's talk a little bit real quick before we wrap up here. I know you guys are both working on different projects right now. Okay. Do you have any information you can give us about what you guys have working in the works?
I got some. Me and the BDR got a collab album that will be coming out sometime this year. That will be called Into the Fest.
Hell yeah!
And it'll be everything plus 2 songs that we didn't do at Harvest Fest.
Hell yeah!
And so that's coming out. I have a 3-song EP that I don't have a time frame so much on that one, but that'll also be coming out this year for sure.
Yeah, you have anything going on, Frank? Anything you're gonna
man, we're I got a couple tracks that we're getting ready to drop. We're gonna do a music video to one of them, so look out for that.
Hell yeah.
Me, 2 White, and CBG. Really excited about that, man. Like I said, I just releasing music, man. It's a blessing, you know what I mean, as an artist, and just being able to get things off your mind, you know. So. Yeah. That's it, man.
I like that, man. It's good because, like, you guys know, but I recently played a pretty cool show late.
You guys, dude,
you see that?
I wanted to see
Dad.
That
Dad was at the coterie. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Dad was at the coterie a little bit. You know what I mean? It was a good time. Oh, this is just Evan Ham. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about Evan Ham. Don't even think about Evan Ham right now. I'm just kidding. No, but no, I love Evan. No, it was fucking cool. I'm like, it was nice to play hometown and play like I mean, it's I would say it's the music video. Right?
It is. It is. Like at the end of the day, I think even kind of for hip hop, like it's the only place in town I haven't performed.
You're like, you want to though?
I would I would 100%. I was trying to work on it, and I actually kind of pulled my pedal off the gas a little bit because there was the guy who kind of does that there was booking people for Foster Park.
Oh yeah.
So I tried to have enough geared up for that. Still didn't have that in time, so then I just fucked myself out of both situations. So, you know, but yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it is like, it's where I think because of what they offer you.
Yeah.
Like they provide the crowd. There's already there's guaranteed incentive for the artist. I think what they're doing and the way they're doing it is why I think it's the spot that it is, and I love it for that.
And I'll tell you one thing that I will give them a lot of kudos for, because I've played a ton of shows in my life. They pay people. They pay you for your time and for your effort. And I think that's important, like in a local scene, like if you play shows, they get paid, which 100%. Is why you got to go check out the BDR's most recent. I'm just kidding. You gotta pay people.
I pay people at every show I've ever done.
Yeah.
I pay people for I pay people for City of Verses for a competition they signed up for. Like everybody that performed at the finale got paid.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So
it's important.
It is, dude. Even if it's it has helped me. Anytime I do a show, I have to tell people no a lot of the time because they want to come get paid for their art.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and I like that feeling. I'd rather have to tell somebody, hey, I don't have room for you right now. We'll get you on the next one. Yeah. Than say I want to do a show and nobody's even signing up to do it because it's not worth their time.
Right.
Like, it's a big deal, man. I think there's a different level in your brain that you hit, like mentally, when you do a show with your art, something you created, and afterwards they're like, listen, here's a ticket to 15% off over at Texas Roadhouse. And you're like, thank God!
Yeah.
I've been trying to get 15% off at Texas Roadhouse. I'm kidding. No,
just fucking 1 free month of Xbox Live is fucking saving me, dog.
Yeah. Fine, baby. Give me
that would be worth it right there. That's like that's more worth it.
3 month. Hey, anybody want to see me on the sticks? Let's go.
No, like I had a recent conversation with a comic that I fucking love, and we were talking a little bit about shows and stuff, and they were and we booked them, and they headlined a show for us, and they did a great fucking job. And they were talking about, we just recently did a show, and I was like, oh hell yeah, how did that go? Like, I got $10. And I'm like, ugh. You never want to hear about a headliner getting $10. That's like a big problem in the comedy. Because like we've spent a lot of time, Sean and I, like, trying to build up enough material to be a headliner, to do 20, 30, 45 an hour.
Right.
And once you get there and somebody's like, I'll break you off a little.
Break you up a little
Franklin. Not even Franklin. Who is it? What is it? Thomas Jefferson? Here's a little Jefferson. No,
Barack
it's
Obama.
Is Jackson
No, Jackson's 20.
I'm joking.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true.
No, actually, it's Hamilton. It's Hamilton. It's Hamilton. It's Alexander Hamilton.
Dude, I've probably seen a $10 bill twice in my life. It's mostly ones and fives. My mom was a server. I mean, like
server. I'm kidding.
Bob Evans, 13 years, damn it.
Bob Evans down the farm. Yeah, exactly. He's like Bob Evans. You know, like fucking different Bob. Bob Drunk. I'm just kidding. That's where
dude,
my mom
man,
worked.
honestly though, there's not much difference. Listen, as somebody who grew up with a server mom, I'm telling you get those guys that are like, hey, dude, you think if I just come in here and buy enough of these Bob Evans specials and tip her that she'll love me? like, you know what I mean? I swear it's not. I mean, there's just it's crazy. I think it's the clothes too.
Yeah.
It's they're not getting it all. Right. So like now they gotta wonder.
Can I get some of these biscuits with your gravy?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Some can I get some sunny side up?
Yeah. Let me see some egg. I want to fertilize. Get some eggs.
Sunny side, ass up, face down.
Hell yeah.
I was also raised by a single mom server. I think that's why we get along so
well.
well.
I'm telling you, me and Sean know what it's like, bro.
Hell yeah. And you guys will be serving looks too. Hanging out here. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming through here. I know it's like we kind of last minute threw this together, but I was like, I got a great fucking panel here, man.
I love it.
Seriously, check these guys out. Go find OddUnique over Kaleb. OddUnique over on Instagram. Go follow him right now, man.
Absolutely.
Do that for me, and then also go find Frankie Donuts. That's his name over here. 2 eyes and Frankie Donuts. Go find Frank Dillman right now over on Instagram. Give these guys a follow. I had a great time hanging out with you guys.
I had a good time.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to hear some more music. Go stream their music. Go find out. Go to their YouTubes. Go wherever they have music. Go find it, and then write in the comments section. The Kokomo Press sent me here, so they know that they didn't just come here and waste their whole evening. All right, let them know.
I'll never waste my evening being with you, baby.
Tell them it sucks.
Yeah.
You never waste your evening. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out today here on this episode of the Kokomo Press Podcast. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and tell all your friends about it, because when people know about us, we get to continue to bring new, great, exciting things to you. And if you really want to support us, you can actually go on to Facebook and you can become an official subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a lot of access to us. You get to tell us good jokes, tell us all the things you want to, and you're going to get access to new videos, merch, all kinds of things. And if you just want to support us in another way, maybe wear a shirt, wear a hat, something like that, check out kokomopress.shop. It's a brand new store we have set up. It's got all our merchandise needs. It's going to have limited run t-shirts, limited run hats. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press on the Kokomo Press Podcast. See you soon. 2 kisses.